Hey YouTube, it's kind of sad that after my hiatus from YouTube, it feels like I've missed out on so much stuff that I could have talked about. Alas, life gets in the way. What matters is that I'm here. Hopefully, you're still here if you've been watching my videos. But yeah, glad to be back. So, some context before I delve into today's topic. Many months ago, Christy Winters and a bunch of other feminists made this video titled Reasonable Questions for Anti-SJWs. And a lot of other YouTubers that I'm subscribed to, TJ the Amazing Atheist, Armored Skeptic, Sargon of Akkad, Shionhead, a lot of them made really great responses to this video collaboration. And to be fair to the other side, apart from Steve Shives, who I really take issue to on both a personal and an intellectual level, I didn't think that a lot of the questions were all that bad. A lot of them were asked in earnest. Some were a little snarky, but you know what? Ultimately, some were okay. There was only one question that I really wanted to address, and of course, lo and behold, it's one of the snarkier questions. And this was asked by, I think his name is H. Bomber Guy or something like that. It's the blonde guy. He appears 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the video, and he asks, if feminists don't talk about important stuff, and you are concerned with quote-unquote important things, why is your knee-jerk reaction to call out feminists for having a different opinion on things you deem as unimportant? Now, he didn't provide any examples, and I don't really blame him here because with a collaboration video like this, you can't really delve too in-depth into your questions or your points without making the video really long and really boring. So, I don't really know exactly what he was referring to. I'm just going to take it in a general sense, maybe apply a few examples that I have personally dealt with. And if you guys think that I'm misrepresenting him, or if you think I'm taking him out of context, by all means, let me know in the comment section. Let me be clear about something. I have no issue with someone having a different opinion than me, okay? Like, if you love the new Ghostbusters movie, but I don't, that's your opinion. I can't really stop you from voting with your wallet, and at the end of the day, if you want another Ghostbusters movie with all women, if you want James Bond to be a woman, fucking go for it. This is your freedom, just as much as it is mine. My issue comes when you try and stop people from exercising their freedoms, barring any reasonable circumstance. And believe me, feminists these days, especially third wave feminists, the Tumblr generation, are so fucking whiny and so unreasonable with their demands. They are honestly some of the most freedom-hating people I think I have ever seen. So what if Anita Sarkeesian criticizes video games as sexist? Why do you care? It's just her opinion. The problem is a lot of uneducated people who could not be bothered to do research by themselves or even play these games for themselves are jumping on the bandwagon and backing her claim without any sort of investigation whatsoever. And it honestly breaks my heart because I love video games. I have been playing video games for ages now. Every single type of game, pretty much. And if she wants to have her opinion, she is perfectly entitled to that. But I am perfectly entitled to defend my hobby. I am perfectly entitled to want video game designers to know that they're doing good work and they're not raging misogynists that try and oppress women. On a small level, it might be something as simple as getting Grand Theft Auto 5 pulled from store shelves. You might be thinking, well, it's just a game. Who gives a shit? But that still means that your feelings and your misinformed opinion trumped my freedom to buy something that didn't hurt anyone, by the way, that wouldn't hurt anyone. It's freedom that I had taken away from me because of your feelings and your misinformed opinion. That's bullshit. On a larger scale, it might be something like what happened to Jian Ghomeshi. For those non-Canadians in the house, Jian Ghomeshi was a reporter who was accused of sexual assaulting a bunch of women. And he had a relationship with one of these women. Apparently they had some like rough sex or something, and at the end of the relationship it didn't end well. She wanted him to pursue like a long-term relationship, and he apparently wasn't interested. She accused him of sexual assault, and a whole bunch of social justice warriors jumped on the bandwagon and said, "Oh, we believe the victims. Yeah, down with Ghomeshi. He's pretty much a rapist already. The court is just a formality." At the end of the day, the court showed that all the victims were colluding with one another, pretty much. That they blatantly perjured themselves on the stand, and they had the fucking nerve to still say that Jian Ghomeshi, this man that was shown not guilty in court, was an example of why we need to reform rape laws in Canada. Think about that for a minute, okay? The TLDR of this, I'll repeat this once again. A man got accused of sexual assault by several women that colluded with one another to try and make their witness accounts more credible. They perjured themselves on the stand. The media, for the most part, and all the social justice warriors sided with these victims, saying that they believed them, that Jian Ghomeshi was clearly a monster. And yet when it was shown that beyond any reasonable doubt he was not guilty, somehow, some way, this meant that there was something wrong with the system, and that it had failed these alleged victims. Does anyone else not see how fucked up that is? For me, at least, it's a lot more than just taking issue to the fact that social justice warriors have a different opinion than me. It's about their underhanded tactics, their intellectual laziness, the fact that they value feelings over facts and logic, and then use those feelings to push an ideological agenda that, quite frankly, very few people agree with. I think that is the good fight. Fighting against that sort of evil is what I am proud to take part in. May the truth always be heard. Peace.